I'm Virginia McGathey here on the floor at the CME Group reporting on the livestock market today. Cattle was a little bit mixed. It started a little bit lower and started to pick up a little bit of momentum. Reports that the feedlots are reducing their placement at least by 4% is really helping the market get rolling. And it seems that meat packers are really low on cattle for slaughter. That is really, starting to underpin the market and keeping it actually relatively strong in light of everything that's going on regarding these tariffs. The feeders were easier as well. The domestic demand is expected to improve, even though the market was off. Now, as we got really towards the close, we started to pick up a little bit. So this sideways movement, I think, is a good indicator that the market is still very strong and that maybe everything or all the troubles that we're worried about with the tariffs are already figured into the price. Now, these markets, or the beef market, has particularly been able to withstand all the geopolitical pressure. So supply and demand issues are starting to come into play for this summer, and that could give us a little bit of a shot in the arm with what we're looking for, and the market looks actually relatively strong. Hogs, on the other hand, not so much. This week has been kind of brutal, especially since we really were on a pretty sure footing for the last couple of weeks. The trade wars are just holding down these futures, and the back months were down almost 2% today. It did come back somewhat, so it doesn't look as terrible as it started out, but there has been a lot to worry about, and they're worrying about that summer demand is not going to be what they were hoping for. It's starting to, that worries is starting to kind of creep into the market somewhat. And pork production is really the most vulnerable to all the different products with these tariff wars. And so with Canada with China and Mexico, the big importers for pork, we are going to be very teetering on exactly what they decide to do with the implementation of these tariffs. It kind of halted this a little bit. We thought that we had gotten through the difficult part, but over the last couple of days tells us we haven't. We have not made a new low, though, so that could be something that's positive, that maybe we're going to find a bottom here, a few bargain hunters stepping in. But I think that there's a lot of traders, a lot of non-commercial traders, speculators have moved to the sideline because of the uncertainty. So that really is going to dictate a lot more volatility ahead. That's all from the floor at the CME Group here in Chicago. I'm Virginia McGathey.